Wounded healers and the problem with people pleasing. It's episode 49 of In Real Life. This episode is brought to you by Vital Proteins. Revitalize your hair, skin, nails, and more with Vital Proteins. Most of us don't become health nuts just for the heck of it. It's not like we wake up one morning and say, I'm gonna soak my grains. Or maybe I should go find a local farmer who I could buy my meat from. Or you know what, I'm gonna buy all non-GMO food. Most of us go down this healthy living journey because we encounter a health issue. Maybe we have digestive problems, or we don't have the energy that we used to, or maybe it's one of our kids and they're struggling with, attention deficit disorder or something else. Those kind of circumstances forces us to look at what are we really putting into our bodies and onto our bodies. I know that was my case. Believe me, I was the biggest junk food junkie. I was a sugar addict. I was 60 pounds overweight. And I couldn't get enough, and the only thing that really made me change was that I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I knew if I would have continued down that road, I would have seen diabetes and lots of other nasty things in my future. Well, I've got a dear friend named Miss Vani Hari. Now, you might know her as the Food Babe from foodbabe.com. She has a massive following. She calls them her Food Babe Army, and they are literally convincing companies like Kraft and Subway and beer companies to change or label their ingredients. For example, she got Subway to take away this chemical that was in their bread, that this was the same chemical that was in yoga mats, okay? And a lot of bread manufacturers use it because it makes the bread spongy. Anyways, believe it or not, she is also what I like to call a wounded healer. And what I mean by that is she used to struggle. She was overweight, she was on 6 pharmaceutical drugs. And the thing is so crazy, I only met her in person about 4 months ago, and this woman is darling. She is tiny, she is beautiful, she is radiant, and it made me kind of skeptical that she actually was, sick at one time. But she has just released some pictures of herself, and it's like, wow, she really has healed herself. And the thing that's so cool about her story is that it was 100% through just real foods. So she is a friend of mine, and I want to support her in the launch of her new book called The Food Babe Way. She sent me a copy, and I am loving it. She has tons of great tips. If you are wanting to know about what are the 15 worst chemicals that we can ingest, she shares those with us. She will teach us how to be good label readers. She also teaches us how to order well when we eat out so we can avoid GMOs and hydrogenated fats and high fructose corn syrup and a lot of other nasty ingredients. And finally, probably my favorite part of this book is she shares 21 tips on how to live healthy in really easy, implementable ways. Is that a word? Things that you can implement right away. So for example, I started doing this because of her book. Every morning I like to have either lime or lemon juice with warm water and just a little pinch of cayenne. And just by doing this, I have felt better, more energized. It's a great cleanser first thing in the morning. So anyways, it's an awesome book. I'll have a link in the video description below, and I'm hoping that me and Miss Vani can do a collab soon. Griffin's new thing to say to me is, watch me. This kid says it so many times during the day, and he will want me to watch every single little millisecond of him moving a car across the table. And I really try to stop and watch him, right? And just give him that undivided attention. There are some times though I have to say, Griffin, I can't do it right now because I gotta wash dishes or I gotta do some laundry. But there is something for him that's very healing about being seen. And I think kids need this. They need to be kind of watched, obviously, and they also need to be told their story. So another thing that Griffin really loves is to reflect upon his life. Yes, his life at 4 years old, right? So I tell him stories about how when he was a little baby, I would rock him and rock him and rock him, and then I would try to put him into the crib and his eyes would pop open. And he just laughs and laughs. And so now we actually reenact this. So I pretend to rock this big 4-year-old, I kind of put him down on the couch, and then he opens his eyes and we just laugh. And it's super fun. And it's just a great reminder that we all need to be reflected upon, right? And to kind of be told our story. We need to be told what we are good at, what we are like, what our personality is, who we are. And when I was a child, I said it differently. I said, talk about me. And my parents used to laugh about that and they kind of make fun of me a little bit. But now I get to see, this is a natural thing that we have as humans, and particularly as children when our personality and kind of our character is developing. So it just reminds me, having kids is so healing because we get to work on some of our childhood wounds during the process.
And now a word from our sponsor.
When you're on the road, you can miss your creature comforts. And one of the things that I'm missing is my vital proteins. I love to put it in my morning tea, in my smoothies, and in my soup recipes. It's just a clean source of protein. And let me tell you, it is hard to find that on the road. But we have been able to take some of it with us in the form of jellies. So I packed these up. They were great because they go right through security, no problem. Paloma probably ate 2/3 of the bag, but Griffin was eating them. I was eating them, Papa Natural. They're just delicious. They're great for balancing blood sugar, and they're good for digestion. Now, a lot of you are asking about the recipes. They're actually really easy to make. I'll post all my gummy recipes below. And also, right now, there's a special promotion for Mama Natural viewers. You can get 20% off at vitalproteins.com using discount code Mama Natural. Up on the blog right now, we have a new post on everything you want to know about baby wearing. You know, it can be kind of overwhelming because there's so many different types of wraps and slings, so we'll have all that kind of information, how to wear them properly and safely. Let me just tell you that I'm shooting myself because we left our baby carrier at home, so this trip has been a lot more challenging holding Paloma. We've also been doing vlogs here in Costa Rica, so if you missed any of them, I'll have a link in the video description below.
Now give her a long pause.
How about you? What started you on your natural journey? Did you have a health crisis? Were you doing it for your children? Share with me in the comments below.